Good evening, my beloveds. How are you out there in Facebook land? I wanted to come and spend a little time with you this evening. Let me get myself all situated and set up here. I wanted to come and say thank you to you and spend a little time with you this evening. Most of all, to say thank you to you because for all of you who purchased your copy of Get Over It, you helped to make Get Over It #1 on the Amazon spirituality list. Yay! So in gratitude for your support and to support you in moving through the Get Over It thought therapy process, I wanted to come to you and give you a review of chapter 1. Yeah, and I'm going to come to you every week and help you work through this book because this is so much more than just a book. Get Over It thought therapy for healing the hard stuff is a process that will support you in doing the work that is required to take your mind and your life in a whole new direction. So each week, you and I can walk through one chapter of the book, and my prayer is that I can support you in engaging in the process and mastering the process so that you can get over anything and anyone that's holding you back. Now, if you have the book, great. Doesn't matter what chapter you're in, you can walk through this week with me. And if you don't have your book, you can go to goheyhouse.com/Get Over It, and you can get your book there. And you can also get some free gifts that I have for you. Let me turn this light up a little bit. Yeah, I was in here reading and forgot to put my light on. But this week, we're going to review chapter 1, but I want to encourage you to please read the introduction. So if you have your book, I have mine right here, Get Over It, Thought Therapy for Healing the Hard Stuff. If you have your book, read the introduction because it'll tell you all about the process. It'll tell you about the book, but it'll also help you get ready for the work that we're going to do in the book. And all of the various intricacies that I really want you to master. I don't want you to just read this like it's an information. I want you to be able to engage in the work, okay? So if you have your book, great. If not, get a pencil and a pen, take some notes down, and then we'll go through it. We're going to review chapter 1, some salient points that I want you to get. Chapter 1 is called Miss Claudie's Files. So let's get started. Here are a few things I want you to take note of in chapter 1, okay? Why is life so hard for so many of us? Why is that? Do you know why? All right, you're going to find out in chapter 1. And you're also going to find out what role your brain and your mind play in experiences, situations, and circumstances of your life. Because your brain is one thing, your mind is something else. You're going to learn about that in chapter 1. Here's another thing you're going to learn. Do you know how many thoughts you have a day? Do you know how many thoughts? And do you know how many of those thoughts you remember? And here's another question. What happens to the thoughts that you don't remember? What happens to those thoughts? Do you know where they go? Do you know what becomes of them? And why? Please tell me why we remember our negative experiences in life more than we remember our positive one. Well, if you've got Get Over It, chapter 1 is going to tell you all about that. Listen, life can be hard because of what's going on in our mind. Did you know that? The human brain is a computer that processes upward, that means 60,000 thoughts or more a day. 60,000 thoughts or more a day pass through your mind, okay? So you know how people say a penny for your thoughts? You know how people say that? Can you imagine? If you were to have a penny for every thought, you could earn $600 a day. That would be $44,200 a week, and that would be $218,400 a year, just for thinking. What that really means is that your thoughts are valuable, and when you're not conscious of your thoughts, they can be very, very expensive. Your brain stores every thought you have because there's a personal filing system in here, and you have a personal file keeper. Did you know that? Her name is Miss Claudacious putting it in. We call her Miss Claudie for short. So when people say, oh, Lordy, Miss Claudie, you know how they say that? Oh, Lordy, Miss Claudie? They're talking about your brain. And what Miss Claudie does is store every single thought you think, whether you know you are thinking it or not. And when you think a thought over and over, rehashing it and remembering it in your brain, there's a file. And every similar thought goes into the same file. And that thought gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So when you're telling your story about what happened and why it happened and what they did and what they didn't do and what they said and what happened, you know how you love to tell those stories over and over? Like how boo-boo left you and how you felt and what you did. And when you think the same thing over and over, that thought gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now here's the problem. When those are toxic thoughts, when they're negative thoughts, that file gets so big until you no longer recognize that you are thinking the thought. And that's what you're going to learn about and get over it. Those are called dominant negative thought patterns. Now, they're important because even when you don't know you're thinking them, they carry energy. And those dominant negative thought patterns create energy in your life. And that energy is what is used to create your experience. So if you want to know why you keep meeting the same guy and why you keep having the same job and why people keep doing things to you over and over and over, it's because of your thinking. It's not the people. And you're going to learn about that and get over it because you want to get over those thoughts so that you can eliminate those people. And why is it? Why is it that your thoughts create like that? It's because what you focus on grows. Even when you don't know you're thinking it, the mind can be focused on it in those 60 to 75,000 thoughts a day. And even when you have done your best and you do the right things, you know, and you put your best effort forward, you will still find difficult, challenging situations. And if they're negative, and if you focus on them, your file is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And remember this. Thought is energy. Energy can never be destroyed. It can be transformed, but it can't be destroyed. So if you've got a big negative file in your mind about this or that, about him or her, about them, about the world, about anything, that energy's going out, and you're going to keep attracting those things because we as human beings have a tendency to hold on to negative thoughts. We hold on to little things, little slights, little disappointments, little upsets. We hold on to the negative thing, that in addition to the myriad of trauma that many of us faced in our life. Those things are in a file. Miss Claudie has filed them away, and they are in your brain. Now, here's the other kicker. Every thought, particularly negative thoughts, have a feeling attached to it. So if you have the feeling, the file gets triggered. If you have the thought, the feeling gets triggered, and then the file grows, and this goes on and on and on. And that's why we have such a difficult time getting over things in our life. Now remember, I'm not saying to you, get over it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it, get over, my beloved. You can get over it by mastering your mind, by getting clear about your dominant negative thoughts. And even if you don't know what they are, by the time we get to chapter 4 in this book, you're going to be able to identify your thoughts. And then I'm going to teach you the thought therapy process to get over it. Okay? Whatever it is, poverty, illness, breakup, divorce, just know that there's a file in your mind. This is why I often say to you, don't tell that story. Stop telling that story. Stop it. And every time you say, I can't, I shouldn't, oh, you don't know what I've been through, blah, 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 blah. It's a habit. It's a dominant negative thought pattern. And Miss Claudie is digging in your files, and she's pulling the files out, and files are flying everywhere. And the next thing you know, you're nauseous, you feel bad, and you just got to go somewhere and eat some chocolate or have a drink. Okay? Go through chapter 1. Learn how many thoughts you have and why we think the negative things more often, and how they're stronger in our mind than the positive things. Go into chapter 1 and meet Miss Claudie and understand your files and what happens. Now, don't worry about identifying your negative thought patterns right now. We're going to do that by the time we get to chapter 6 in here, okay? Just remember this: every thought is creative, whether you know you're thinking it or not. And thoughts send out an energy that creates your experiences. So in order for us to get over it, we've got to start getting conscious about what we're thinking moment by moment by moment. And if we don't know what we're thinking, we can start identifying the feeling. Because once you have a feeling, trust me, you have a thought, whether you know it or not. All right, so go back through chapter 1 and get over it. Again, thank you for putting Get Over It on the Amazon spiritual list, number 1 on the spiritual list. If you don't have your book, go to goheyhouse.com/Get Over It. You can get your book, and there's some free gifts for you. If you have any issues getting your book, yes, it is going to be on audio. I just recorded it. It's not out yet. I'm so sorry. It's not out yet, but it will be on audio. But I also wanted to give you a few updates. Men, where are my men? Raise your hands. Hey, hello. Spirit of a Man workshop, March 9th through 11th. I'm going to teach you how to get over it and lots more. I'll take any man, 18 or older. You got to be 18 or older. Mothers, don't send me your 16-year-olds. I can't do nothing with them. It's going to be in Bethesda, Maryland. Me and my Innovisions team, we've got this. We only do the men's workshop once a year. So we've got about, I think 12 spots left. So if you want to come on. Go to www.innovationsworldwide.com, www.innovationsworldwide.com. Click on Spirit of a Man, and you can download your application. And don't be complaining about the money. Figure it out. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is, the tour schedule is done. You all know that I'm going on tour this year, right? I'm coming to 16 cities: Newark, New Jersey, Philly, Boston. Where are my Boston people? Y'all better get out there and buy your tickets, okay? Then we're going to Milwaukee, Chicago, Baltimore, Houston, Seattle, Oakland, LA, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Akron, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio. I don't know why I'm coming to 2 places in Ohio, but I'm coming there. Dallas and Miami, and we're going to end up in Brooklyn. Hey, coming home, my first solo tour in 18 years, okay? So keep checking at IyanlaVanzantLive.com, and they'll put up the dates so that you can get your ticket. Don't forget to get your Get Over It, okay? Thought therapy. I'll be back next week. I'm coming on Tuesday next week, okay? Oh my goodness, let me tell you something. We just finished filming the full season of Fix My Life. Yay! It'll be premiering on OWN on March 3rd. All right, March 3rd, 9 p.m. We're coming to Miami. Hey, Miami and Jacksonville. All right, let me say hi. Eugenia Hayes, hi. Naomi Cloud, hi. Sandra, oh Lord, I guess if I put my glasses on, it would be a little more helpful. Sharzetta Payton, Lakeisha Nicole Castillo, Iyanla, that's me. Let's call it my old name. Ramona Harrell. Yes, remember Aaron Davis Hall? I certainly do. Sunshine Swinton. Okay, so go back. Answer those questions for chapter 1. How many thoughts do you have a day? Why do you hold on to negative thoughts more than positive thoughts? How does Miss Claudie's file system work? How do Claude's files get in there? Now, chapter 1 is short. And if you haven't read the introduction, go back and read the introduction, okay? It talks all about the subconscious mind in here, okay? And then I'll be back next Tuesday. We're going to do chapter 2, the 4 A's. Ooh, they are delicious. Men, go register for Spirit of a Man, www.innervisionsworldwide.com, March 9th through 11th in Bethesda, Maryland. You may have to start walking, so go sign up today. Wives, send your husbands. Mothers, send your sons. We got about 12 spots left. It's going to be good. The The tour schedule is at iyanlavanzantlive.com. All the dates aren't up yet, but I'm telling you the cities that I'm coming to. And what else? March 3rd on OWN, the first season, the new season, season 5, 6 a year, 5th season of Iyanla Fix My Life. And what else? I just want you to know I love you. I love you, and I'm so blessed by your support. I'm so blessed by your willingness to do the work. We got to do this, okay? Because if you watch the news, you're making dominant negative thought patterns. You can't take too much of that, okay? And we want to get over it. This is for everybody, men, women, children. This is for family issues. This is for trauma issues, people who've experienced abandonment, rejection, abuse of any kind. I promise you, it's in here. We'll walk through it together, and you can get over it. All right? Okay. When I come next week, I'm going to let you hear my Get Over It theme song. All right? That I'm bringing out on the tour. All right? That's good. Thank you for joining me. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have to go eat your dinner. I have to go eat my dinner. Mwah. Get over it.